Oshun Talk Radio. As you guys come in, make sure you're hitting that notification bell, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. Become a member if you like the content. Sub it up as well. Know that any and all content I do provide is never intended to hurt, harm, or target anyone, but provide you with the necessary information. So let's go ahead and get into the message. Anything you need to know about me, you can find it in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get into it, okay? I will be back over at Oshun Talk Radio, and I will be dropping messages over there as well. Make sure I can see. All right, so let's get into it. So the sweet Empress will never return. Damage of the work, and they work for the authorities. I'm sorry, they work for the authorities. Uneasy, she wasn't her. So that was the download that I was getting like right before I picked my daughter up. So uneasy, she wasn't her. So I'm assuming that there's another woman involved in this situation, and they work for the authorities. I'm not sure who works for the authorities, but that was the download, is that they work for the authorities energy. And the sweet Empress, the mother, the beautiful person, whoever it is no longer returning in an energy. Okay, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Highly on an Empress reading all day today. Okay, so I'm gonna get a few decks here. The Kemper deck does have change at the bottom of the deck. So there's something here about a change, a permanent move, or some sort of relocation that may be taking place, or the fact that somebody has changed in some sort of situation here. There's something here about a courtship energy. Maybe somebody changed their mind about some sort of courtship. The main female has changed. This could be the Empress energy, but this main female has changed here. This could be a mother energy here. There's something here about this woman energy that's very important to changes that are happening right now. There is a wealthy man at the bottom of the deck, or this has to do with some sort of bank energy. Take what resonates and leave what does not here. The pathway energy was trying to come out the cards as well. So this talks about somebody opening up, about some sort of changes. This is something here about a relocation here that has to do with down the road or something like that. This also has to do with significantly 2 years here, possibly the summer or the springtime is going to be very significant. Whatever it is, the expectation energy is here. So there's some sort of delays here and some sort of changes. Something is not going the way that individuals expected a woman to respond in a energy that came out earlier in the previous messages. So whatever it is, the woman or whoever it is, somebody expected somebody to change, or they expected something to change something. The expectation energy is saying that things are not just going the way that people assume that they would go. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me refresh my laptop because it should have started just like my phone. Whatever it is, it has to do with some sort of imprisonment or some sort of restriction energy. There could be something here about somebody in prison, in jail or something, but this also has to do with some sort of remote viewing that is going on. But with the wealthy man and the imprisonment energy, is definitely something that has to do with the bank energy, okay? Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. The death energy is here. So I don't know if somebody restricting something about a death here, but there is something here about an end to possibly some sort of restriction energy, whether around a female or masculine energy. There is the end to some sort of restriction energy here. The official person is here. So this could be some sort of authority energy or somebody here that wears a uniform. There is some sort of changes around an official person or something like that with that change energy. And the Empress, the main female, the wealthy man, there is something here about changes around this person here. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I see my phone is lagging a little bit. So one card is falling out. Excuse me, y'all. The expectation energy is falling out again. So somebody movement changes. Something here is not going as expected for sure with the expectation energy. Something over the last 3 months, 2 years, 3 months is going to be very significant to whatever it is with the pathway, and the expectation being 3 months. Only take what resonates here and leave what does not, okay? Take what resonates and leave what does not. There is a message of concern that is here. So I don't know who got a message of concern here, but this wasn't some sort of good news, and it was about the way that people expected something to go, or how somebody here was supposed to react in a situation. This is not good news about whatever that expectation was that people had for somebody. Message of concern again at the bottom of the deck. So, and this one fell out. So again, somebody here is messaging, and it's not good news because they expected somebody to react a different way, or they expected things to go a certain way with this Empress energy. Take what resonates here, leave what doesn't. If it resonates with a masculine energy, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Flip the roles, but this is highly for an Empress energy. The official person did show up in the energy as well. So I don't know if there's a female cop, a female something here with the official person and the main female. There's something about a female in some sort of authority position that wore some sort of uniform as well. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Bottom of the deck here has something to do with some sort of unexpected income that somebody received in some sort of situation. This does have to do with somebody's income possibly changing as well. The wealthy man energy is a wealthy man, but also could indicate with the imprisonment energy or without, there is something about some sort of bank transaction or some sort of money energy that's going to be very significant to something. Perhaps there was the approval of some sort of money, because this is unexpected income. So there's something here about a bank loan or some approval of some sort of money. Again, somebody is remotely watching somebody highly in a situation. There is somebody that's all in their thoughts here about an image that they painted about somebody. These are paint brushes, an artist, or a picture, a photograph of a woman energy. That is a photograph. This is somebody here that's an artist, somebody that knows how to draw really good, somebody that painted a picture of a feminine energy here. This is also with the official person. This could be like some sort of, what do they call it, when they have a photo of someone. This is authorities that have a picture of someone, but they also have an image of someone that they painted. So like a description of someone, an image of someone. They have a picture of how somebody painted someone, but there's something here about someone having a actual photograph of someone here. Okay, there is files here also as well, and if you can see the charts in the back here, somebody is putting something together in the situation here. There is something here about a gift. So the gift energy is some sort of aiding and supporting energy that was going on. Somebody might be ready to give somebody some sort of gift, or there is a message of concern surrounding some sort of gift and something being delayed, or how they expected something to go when it came to a gift, and whoever this picture is of that woman energy. Take what resonates here, but this also talks about somebody giving a photo to an official person or some sort of authorities of somebody. Kind of like somebody pointed somebody out and something here, and it could have been whoever this Empress energy, and maybe this Empress does not know about whatever this is, but this is saying that this person is no longer there. I don't know if this has something to do with a death energy here, because the coffin energy is at the bottom of the deck. So there is some sort of ending. There was something concealed about the image of this woman energy that she does not know about, because the thoughts and the gift, expectations, and the message of concern energy, and them painting a picture, there's something either surrounding a death of a main female or this woman, or this is somebody was concealing the fact that the law has this person's image, and they're looking for something surrounding this person, and maybe connected to a death energy that is here as well. Take what resonates. Yeah, they're concealing something here surrounding some sort of adjudication energy, a decision that a judge made, some sort of court hearings, some sort of fines, fees, some sort of money that's being concealed with the unexpected income and the wealthy man energy and the imprisonment. There is something here about the change and some sort of money and some sort of changes that was made in some sort of courts. There is, because of this Empress energy with the official person, that there could actually be some sort of judicial changes or something here that has to do with the courts, some sort of changes made in law or something like that with the official person in adjudication energy. Right now, there is some sort of mediation going on here. So this person may not know about it, but it is something that is sticking out in some sort of situation. Only take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay. Yeah, there is a whole community here as well. So something here about family, friends here, a whole community that is involved with concealing something that has to do with this court energy, this image around this woman energy. Okay, so whoever it is, they're concealing a lot in some sort of situation. This whole community is, and there was something that was being shared within a detective energy. The official person thoughts energy imprisonment has to do with a detective, also a judge in adjudication energy mediation. So this is like the DA, and some sort of attorney energy. There's something going on around this woman energy that she actually doesn't know about. Even though this Empress here is no longer the Empress energy, she's still the Empress, but she's no longer some sort of like maybe loving person. I don't know what it is. The Empress energy is no longer returning to some sort of situation. And it has to do with possibly whatever this is that I'm picking up on that is going on in the background energy. Okay. And I keep getting with the coffin being a concealed energy is something that this Empress doesn't know that was going on in the background surrounding whoever this feminine energy is. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. The strength energy is sticking out as well. So strength in numbers, there is some sort of somebody that was enjoying some sort of control or some sort of power. This is talks about this person's determination, or somebody is determined in an energy. Leo could be here, but the Two of Wands is some sort of plan here, premeditated plan, or there was something here premeditated in this energy, especially connected to a coffin energy. Take what resonates. There is some sort of plans here, possibly that is coming in. This was like a game energy. Two of Wands is strategy, strategic energy, some sort of chess here. Somebody was definitely playing something in this situation that the Empress does not know about, but also the Two of Wands and that gift energy could have been the plans to give this Empress something in a situation here for some sort of, I heard false something. So maybe somebody here falsely accused this Empress of something in a situation, and it could be connected to the death energy, which is that coffin. Somebody tried to say that this Empress, a whole community was trying to say that this Empress was connected to some sort of death, and maybe she even knows it because the overall energy is the community energy. Okay, so there is a community here that's getting a message of concern. This also is speaking of a community that is concealing their identity. The coffin is concealed in a community. The change energy is a chariot of movement around a main female. So there is heavily a whole community that is concealing themselves around whoever this Empress is. And so a whole community could be in their thoughts right now surrounding whoever this Empress is. Okay, Ace of Cups, it has something to do with loved ones as well. A lover, this is a deep connection here. Something is very deep here in this situation. Conception is here as well. So something maybe about a birth of a child or a pregnancy surrounding this Empress energy, or the birth of the death or birth of a child. Four of Cups is people all in their head here. Okay, so somebody is all in their head connected to this Empress energy. Four of Swords energy is here. So take what resonates here and leave what doesn't here. This is this disclosure energy with the coffin. There's talks about putting something to rest here, or people need to chill out on something here, take a break here. There is something here going around. Maybe because of this Empress is claiming to never return in the situation here. There is something that this community or people need to chill out on, something that they was doing to whoever this Empress is behind their back with that coffin energy. There's a lot going on that's unforeseen around this Empress energy, because the Fool is here, the Knight, the King of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, something around in a chariot, some sort of movement. I told you, Look at these cards, all of them flipped over. So there's heavy movement around this Empress energy here as well. There's a victory that's being concealed. There's cars that's being concealed as well. Chariot change, the coffin is vehicles that's being concealed, and it has to do with this community energy that's concealing their chariots. So this is travel and movement. So there's a whole community traveling around this Empress energy, and they're concealing their movement or concealing some sort of identity. The official person could be indicating that some of these people could be officials or authorities as well, in a situation, and they are surrounding this Empress energy because there was a false accusation made against this Empress connected to the coffin, possibly a death energy. Only take what resonates. But now there is talks about a new beginning with that Fool card, because when somebody jumped off the porch and something, they got lucky, a whole community. Whatever this is here, the Eight of Pentacles has to do with a job here. Somebody here being self-employed energy. So a lot of people are around whoever you are. Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles energy as well. There's something here about some sort of business here that somebody was concealing, gift energy. There's something here being given surrounding some sort of work as well, or some sort of work that somebody was involved in. A lot is being hidden from the Empress because the Judgment energy is here. There is somebody here that needs to own up about something, and the Hangman energy is some sort of maybe pausing. Somebody's breaking some sort of pattern, cycle, curse, or something like that. They have to let go of something in this situation energy. Maybe the Empress was being sacrificed in this energy, and now a whole community has to let go of something because it looks like it was doing movement. Chariot talks about movement. So there was a sacrificing energy around movement here, surrounding a job here. There's something here surrounding this Empress's job, okay, with the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles energy, okay. Take what resonates here, leave what doesn't. Let me see what else is coming out for this Empress, because the Eight of Cups energy, it has to do with the past and somebody having to let go. The House card is here as well on my other Kemper deck. So this is like my third or fourth Kemper deck here. So there's something here surrounding a home and some sort of legal documents, illegal, or some sort of court papers that was connected to whatever this is. This also goes to the UK energy as well that is coming out. Community again in another Kemper deck. Okay. So something that's coming out on the distant horizon as well. Take what resonates here and leave what does not. Okay. Let me see. There is a wish here as well. Somebody was wishing for something. The Eight of Pentacles is here again here. There is something here connected to somebody's work here. Maybe there's a wish that is a wish that an Empress did not get in some sort of situation with the Ace of Cups. Maybe a wish in love. Somebody is wishing, excuse me, that they didn't conceal something. Somebody is wishing Judgment energy, that they had owned up about something, because there is fines and fees, restitutions, court of clerk. There is a school board here in adjudication. There is also some sort of zoning and coding that's connected, or it's a person that has to do with zoning and coding. Queen of Cups energy is something here to do with a sweetheart energy. So the Empress was the sweetheart, like I did say, the sweet Empress energy that I got in the download. Two of Pentacles energy is heavily on a lot of juggling of some sort of responsibilities, but this also talks about time management is going to be very significant to something. Some sort of juggling of some sort of time is going to be connected to whatever this is. Let me see what else is going on in this Empress energy. Yeah, somebody has to put something to rest in the energy, because the Four of Swords in the coffin energy could be indicating here that somebody in the Hangman, that somebody literally try to sacrifice this energy and put this Empress in the coffin, or there was statements made in the sixth and the gift energy to a detective in the courts that an Empress has something to do with a death that this Empress don't know, because the coffin energy is being concealed. Hangman energy, somebody try to utilize something. There's some sort of changes that happen. Hangman And the change energy, there was some sort of changes that occurred in this Empress life, which is the reason why this metamorphosis energy is taking place in the Empress's life with the Hangman energy. Maybe everybody hung this person in the judgment and was quick to judge this person, shun this person. There was some sort of punishment here that a judgment, adjudication, a decision that was made from a prosecutor, a lawyer, a judge, a community, a detective. It looked like it's concealed, like maybe somebody concealing records or some sort of paperwork from this Empress energy that she don't know about. Okay, with that coffin and adjudication, and see how the judge is looking at paperwork here. They're concealing something surrounding whatever that is. Okay. Um, Timing is everything with this traveling energy. Okay. This Empress seems to be juggling a lot with the Two of Pentacles energy, juggling work and other responsibilities, because Six of Pentacles could be work here as well, but this person is juggling a lot here. There is maybe an ending to this person being nice and generous in some sort of energy, and it's because of the judgment energy. Somebody was quick to judge this Empress. People were quick to judge the Empress for being the Queen of Cups energy. They took something for granted, or they took this person for granted in this situation. Only take what resonates and leave what does not in this situation. Six of Cups is sticking out in the Moon. So again, there is a lot going on in the past that is not been revealed to the Empress, but intuitively, as the Moon is intuition, there was a lot of deception and a lot of lies where the Empress, and I heard calculated, and the Empress in the judgment energy, where this Empress was misjudged here. There is an error in the judgment energy as well. It seemed like a lot of people is trying to make something right where they misjudged an Empress. Could be connected to the death by some sort of vehicle or homicide or something like that, because the Chariot and the change, there's something here about traveling. And maybe a death connected to driving. And remember, like here, while I was saying somebody gave a photograph to, you know how like they sit with a, what you call them, and they draw empresses, they draw a picture. People describe something, a whole community is describing an Empress, a picture of this Empress, and this detective or somebody here in forensics, whatever this is here, is drawing the image that this community is painting, and they drew a picture of this specific Empress energy. And so the Empress does not know that a whole community pointed this Empress out in some sort of death of somebody or something that's being concealed. And now the judgment energy is indicating that there was a mistake in a judgment energy where authorities, as the official person came out, was they misjudged an Empress energy. Okay, whoever they falsely accused this person of something, the coffin, judgment, death energy, something that happened in the past, because the Six of Pentacles is the sharing. Justice energy is here as well. There is justice coming in, and the scales is balancing out. The truth has actually surfaced, and some sort of misjudgment of somebody in this situation connected to whoever this Empress is. Maybe the Empress already knows it, especially in the Moon being intuition, but there is a lot being concealed in the Moon energy. It's what's hidden. What is hidden? Okay, what is hidden? The Four of Cups, some sort of opportunity. This is a missed opportunity and an opportunity. So opportunity to do something here, to take this Empress down in a specific way. Yeah, Seven of Cups, it was wishful thinking here. This is multiple options here. They did something in an energy here around this Empress energy where there was multiple things here. This is picking and choosing energy. People were picking how they were going to judge this Empress energy. There is a whole, this is looks like restorative justice. because this is a whole community with justice and adjudication. There's some sort of restorative justice connected to whatever this was, and it's actually going on in the background where a judge, empress was condemned for something in a situation that nobody is actually telling this empress what they actually did. Chariot has to do with the movement, some sort of movement, some sort of vehicle. A lover's energy is here. So family, a lover, there could be family, friends, and lovers that's connected to whatever this is here. And the reason why this empress is in this energy is kind of like people push this empress over the edge energy. Like they pushed the empress too far with the judgment energy. They went too far in something that's why the empress can't come back in the situation. She won't return because they went too far in a situation when the empress was a nice person to all of these individuals. Okay. Or whoever it is that they know, because the lover's energy is here with the Ace of Cups energy. There's definitely some sort of intimacy that's here as well. There's people that this empress has sex with is here as well. I don't know why all of these people are here, but I gotta recognize it with the community, and the community coming out twice is that there's something about the intimacy, the birth of a child. There could have been something here. If it's a birth of a child, there's something here. Adjudication and justice talks about court filings, paperwork, somebody under oath stating something here about this empress. But everything's done in the background with the moon being still in the deck. It's in the background energy. Everything is happening behind this person's and I heard her feel the effects. So the empress actually feels the effects of what individuals actually did behind the empress's back. Okay. Only take what resonates here and leave what does not. Six of Cups is definitely stating it was done in the past with the Eight of Cups and the Six of Cups and the Two of Wands. It was premeditated with the Seven of Cups. Everything was done in the background. The expectation energy was this whole community and people expected a judgment and something to go a certain way with this Empress energy. But they got to let go of something. They try to make this or make the Empress take accountability for a death that the Empress doesn't even know about, because everything is done in the background. Moon, coffin, judgment. That's the mistake, the era. This is also them still dealing with court things or doing something and trying to make the situation right in the background still. It's kind of weird. Because judgment thoughts, they definitely painted a picture about this Empress, where the Empress was shunned, where the Empress was condemned. This Empress was under punishment, but also sitting, waiting for something here. The official person, justice, adjudication, looks like a judge was supposed to make a decision with the imprisonment energy. This Empress was supposed to sit in the energy until they were found guilty of something, like a death or some sort of ending to something. Okay, and that's very weird, but that's what I'm getting for somebody. Yeah, because the King of Wands is a masculine leader, a leader in authority. King of Wands here is the general of some sort of energy. This is the chief of police. With the official person in the King of Wands is the chief of police, some sort of general in the army, a head detective with the thoughts energy being a detective. There's a head detective. This is also a group of people that there is a leader. And there's some sort of, this is a king energy. So there's a king here and there's heavily movement here. Okay. Kind of weird. I heard the movie Coming to America. I don't know what that is, but just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. The Lover's energy here. There is definitely a Gemini leader or a Gemini here. With the Gemini coming out again, connected to whoever this Empress is, or this is family members with the Ace of Cups here and the Lovers. There's a lot coming out around this Empress. There is a Gemini or somebody in here that is crying over spoiled milk because of some sort of commitment to something. Okay. Um, Whatever the commitment was, they're crying over spoiled milk. There is a Gemini or someone here that's walking away. They're abandoning something. They're disappointed. They're in regret. They're hurt. Um, and so they're abandoning something, walking away from something. A Gemini with the lover's energy or a lover. Somebody is walking away from something that was connected to whoever this Empress is, who is refusing to return to an energy. Okay. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because there's heavy weariness here with the Four of Cups. Is somebody heavily weary about something in this situation? And people are disappointed. A Gemini is crying over spoiled milk because it's kind of like they can't change something in the Six of Cups energy. They cannot change the past. Okay. Something that they did in the judgment in the Six of Cups energy, where they did something, somebody kind of like, how did I ever let you slip away? Even knowing some. If I could turn back the hands of time, I think it's R. Kelly, because I'm hearing something like, I think that's R. Kelly. How did I ever let you slip away? And never knowing, I'll be singing this song some days. Now I'm singing or something, singing something. So something ever since you walked through that door. If I could turn back the hands of time. So somebody is wishing that that Nine of Cups energy I saw, somebody is wishing that they could turn back the hands of time. With the Six of Cups, the lovers, Ace of Cups energy, this could be lovers that's involved with this, that's connected to the Empress. There's something about possibly the betrayal by this own person's lovers or people that this person loved, because there's a fond energy in the Six of Cups of someone being very fond of someone, but the Six of Cups also recognizes a reunion energy as well. And it's kind of like somebody is coming back to the communities or coming back to a community. There's something here about the giving something to the communities as well. The gift community here twice. There's a giving to the communities, giving back to the community. Okay. There's something here about giving back to the community energy in honor of the Empress. It's something very weird in the energy, and there's a give back energy. Something very weird in this energy that I'm picking up on, because somebody crying over a letter. The Page of Wands is a call, a text, or a letter where somebody once was happy in the Lover's Page of Wands energy, but now somebody's disappointed and they are in regret and they wish that they can turn back the hands of time regarding a wish, possibly a statement or something that they made about somebody, about this Empress energy. Okay, I don't know if they chose another lover, because I did get uneasy. She wasn't her. So somebody is uneasy because she wasn't her. The lover's energy could be indicating that the Ace of Cups is somebody chose another lover, and possibly there is some sort of pregnancy connected to it. Could be a family, a friend with the Six of Cups and the community here twice in two different decks. I have 3 Kemper decks here. So it's some sort of choice in a lover, and somebody is concealing the fact, something to do with a pregnancy. Moon, coffin, Ace of Cups, Six of Cups. Lovers, somebody chose somebody, they got them pregnant. Whoever that person is, that's not you. The Queen of Cups here is somebody chose someone here because possibly they thought they were sweeter than the Empress, but the Queen of Cups is representing the Empress energy. A mother could be here, but this is also talking about, let me listen, something about a vehicular. Okay, something about a vehicle is going to be very significant. Okay, but there's definitely a pregnancy here for sure with the Empress energy as a whole. The Ace of Cups, the Lover's energy, the Six of Cups. There's a pregnancy here somewhere. that the Empress may not know about. And that's why somebody disappointed and then regret as well. Everybody knows it, but this Empress, or she knows it intuitively with the Queen of Cups and the Moon energy. There's heavy intuition. So somebody is aware of talking to the Moon type energy. Professing judgment energy is the professing of something to the Moon energy, like howling, maybe dogs, wolves are going to be significant. The man on the moon type energy, this is a gambling god. When you bring in the moon and a talking to the moon, but also walking in the moon, is a gambling god energy. And I mentioned something about took somebody for granted. So there is like a Thoth energy here, something here like a thief in the night. But I'm getting Thoth, and that's the man in the moon energy, the Thoth energy. There's heavily something about knowledge of something here. Pretext. I hear something about pretext, something existing text, something here about something written. I don't know what that is, but that's what I hear. And that could go into the Thoth energy, the energy that I'm hearing, the man in the moon. If you don't know what the man in the moon is in the Thoth energy, it is a gambling god energy. Thoth is one of the gambling gods energies to get a pass, as what I'm hearing. Okay. So there's something really weird around this Empress energy as well. I'm going to get ready to cut this reading off as well. So many people keep coming in my readings and they don't want to show love, and I'm just sick and tired of keep asking people to hit the like button because it don't cost you a dollar, a cent on the dollar. We're not in prison. But I'm gonna cut the reading short. I'm gonna just look at this a little bit more. Four of Wands, King of Swords, and a Ten of Swords. So something is collapsing here. There's something collapsing due to some sort of betrayal. Whatever the betrayal is, it has to do with authority. King of Swords here, the authority, there was communication here, and people celebrated in an energy. Somebody thought that they was going to come back in a situation and celebrate something here with somebody without saying some sort of truth. Okay? Only take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Because this is the man that cried wolf, the moon energy. With the Ten of Swords, there was heavily fraud or something committed. This is fraud. The justice. Like, I don't know if a lot of people committed fraud around this Empress energy or defrauded and claimed something here. I don't need anybody to tell anybody to double tap the screens. I'm already through with YouTube. Okay? So I'm sick and tired of people, and I'm sick and tired of keep saying hit the like button. It ain't costing you nothing. So I really don't need nobody to come in here and say hit the like button. I really don't care. But I will withhold a lot of information. But this is very specific because this Empress is not knowing, because the moon is stating that the Empress does not know a lot that's playing a part in the ending. The judgment energy is the condemning, the casting out of an Empress, the death, the moon. There's hidden reasons why an Empress is condemned or casted out or was made to be a cast out energy. And it has to do with Five of Cups, Ten of Swords, a lot of betrayal. And the Settlement of Cups was wishful thinking. Okay, foolish wounds, the picking and the choosing, the choices, the Ace of Cups. People were actually committed to something in this situation. I don't know if people judge this Empress because of some sort of commitment in the lover's energy, but the lovers is saying that the Empress was committed in some sort of situation. So she was committed to her lovers, and there was some sort of lying in the moon energy behind the back, where people were disappointed, Five of Cups, and walked away. And then there was a great awakening, because the judgment energy is an awakening to a mistake and error. Very interesting. So those three cards are coming out. There's a conversation that needs to be had here. There's conversations going on around the Empress, but not with the Empress. Okay. Everybody else is having a conversation about the Empress, but not with the Empress, which is very weird. Ten of Swords, heavily family and friend betrayal. Six of Cups in the community here twice. On the Ten of Swords is heavily family and friends betrayal. Judgment is a mistake energy. I don't know if people proclaiming that because Ten of Swords is playing the victim as well. But something was the nail in the coffin energy. Also, doubling back to the Five of Cups energy is where somebody folded. Because I'm going to take it as a folding energy. Even though the Two of Swords didn't come out, I get somebody in the Five of Cups. That's a walk away energy. Somebody is walking away from something, kind of like they folded in the situation because something was the nail in the coffin and the Ten of Swords energy. Something here major. And the awakening judgment energy where it caused individuals to walk away from a judgment that they was casting or pre-casting in the Two of Wands energy on this Empress energy. And because there's not a lot of communication with the Empress, it's more so the Empress energy is feeling everything. So this Empress could be a high priestess with the moon and a Queen of Cups, born gifted, born a psychic, born a seer, born very intuitive. And you're picking up on everything that is happening and occurring behind the scenes around whoever you are. The Empress could be the Thoth energy themselves. So if these were gambling gods, Eastern Stars, Masons, some sort of elite societies, family, people that participated, the Empress themselves is going to be somebody here who is a Thoth energy themselves. They're a gambling god themselves. They're a god. It's some sort of weird energy. Like two can play that game. The Empress is the god too. If these were people in the Two of Wands playing chess or playing game, the Empress is the whole player on their side of the board. They're every player on the board. I don't know what this is, but this Empress has been through a lot. Okay, this is a lot that's coming out, but that is gambling god energy. If you know any stories about Thoth, even the Five Flowers, any of the gambling gods energy, if you know anything about it, it would have to go with groups, religious people, Aztec knowledge or something like that. And there's something weird. Because the judgment in the Seven of Cups was a pick in a judgment energy, which doubles back to the Two of Wands, which say that there was like a game or something. And there was a pick of what would happen to this Empress energy. Like people chose, going back to adjudication, justice, Two of Wands, the community card, it is a bunch of players on a Two of Wands energy on a chessboard, like GTA, like real life game energy is here. And everybody that's restorative justice, everybody was in the Seven of Cups energy where they picked the battle, where they picked a judgment on this Empress energy, which way this Empress would be judged. It's something weird like that. This Empress knows intuitively because justice is truth and clarity. So the Empress kind of knows quite a bit of what's happening, and they may be perceiving it as it's kind of weird as energy. Okay. Because the moon indicates behind the back. Heavy on betrayal, deception behind the back, but there's something about the back piece of the Empress. I don't know if this Empress has a back tattoo or a back piece. There's the touching because this is movement on the back. The Chariot is moving in a vehicle, but this is the touching of the Empress's back, the touching of this Empress's personal space. Queen of Cups is the Empress very emotional about it, but it's within with the moon energy because the Chariot is talking about these people are picking and choosing something kind of like GTA energy. This would say this is like virtual reality type energy. And so the cars that are moving around you, it would be heavy that people are wearing like some sort of meta glasses or some sort of technology around whoever this Empress energy is. This is actual physical touching. The Ace of Cups, the Lovers, the Chariot, and the moon, there with the Four of Wands, there is actual physical touching of the Empress in a virtual reality energy. So the Empress is actually feeling, touching on the back, touching and feeling their body. Um, it's going to be very significant. This reading is not for everybody because I don't even know why I'm channeling that. But it's very significant because it's done hiddenly. So the public and the community energy would say that other people won't be able to see what this Empress is actually bodily feeling. The Ace of Cups is bodily. The Queen of Cups, emotions, physical, that's emotions, whatever that energy is, they are physically touching whoever this Empress is. And it's hidden from the public. So if this chariot and the change energy is a vehicle, this is the touching through the back of the seat and touching the back because everything is done behind the Empress's back. So that would be touching this part of the back of the Empress energy physically. And the Seven of Cups would be a choice where there's multiple choices like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and somebody is picking A, and A says to touch, movement. Queen of Cups energy, this Empress here. The Queen King of Swords is communication. So there's communication that's translated through something or transmitted or transferred something, and it's something here that's receptive on the Empress's energy. Okay, but it's a moon energy is a unspoken communication. Maybe the Empress has now not spoken or not saying anything else about some sort of physical unforeseen touching and movement that's actually, it's kind of like harassment or fondling of someone's body without permission, because there is being physical touching. It's physical touching here. And I think I just mentioned this earlier in my other reading, but there is physical touching without the Empress's permission. And that may be playing a part in the hangman energy where the Empress is no longer communicating something about the physical touching of the body without this Empress's permission, because it is very much being done without the Empress's permission. Okay. Five of Wands energy is heavy arguments and quarreling right now. This is a group disagreement in something. So people are overall energy, they're arguing about something, quarreling. There's challenges here and there's a disagreement here, or people feel triggered. This is ego clashing right now. There's heavy tension right now all over the energy because the Empress is picking up on something, which is the reason why the Empress is not returning. And that's what people are arguing and fighting about, is that you're able to pick up on something and what they're doing in the Two of Wands judgment, Seven of Cups energy to whoever you are. They are physically touching you, harassing you, unforeseen to the public. If you're not in a high priest energy where you are a high priestess, study or know anything about being able, see, I can touch anything and anyone without physically being there, but it comes with the high priest energy, learning and being taught how to actually physically do something like that. And somebody is physically being touched in an energy where it would actually be, if this was being foreseen, it would be molesting this person, fondling this person, physical touching without permission of the victim. This would indicate that the person is a victim, but because the way that they're doing, however they're doing this to this person, it's not considered a victim, because who can the victim tell that would believe this Empress energy? 1, 2, 3 is a vision energy. So they're very much fondling and harassing this Empress, who could be with child, or they're doing this to the child as well. But they are doing something here. They're touching the female, the mother, and possibly the child as well. If they're touching this mother in the movement energy, this is so weird, okay? Because they're arguing about whatever that is, okay? Because Ten of Pentacles is a lot of money, possibly like an invention energy with the King of Swords energy, and the Judgment being a development. So somebody developed some sort of hidden system Moon around this Empress energy. So when they shunned this Empress and put the Empress in a judgment, you became a toy or a muse, an experiment where when you were judged and a judge put something in or something, people are allowed to do whatever they want to this Empress energy. Okay, ain't no complaints. Racks in the bank. I hear that song, so can't nobody complain about something, and no one would adhere to this empress's complaining about something because everything is done in the moon energy. These are real gambling gods, like real eastern stars, real masons, real elite individuals here, because you got to understand what elites they do things that the public is not aware of because the official person is there as well. So there's officials in the energy, and that's a part of or partaking in the Two of Wands judgment, Seven of Cups energy that's happening to the Empress energy. Okay. Take what resonates because this is family as well. There could have been a large payout that was here with the gift energy. There's a large payout to the family or something like that because this is gambling, confirming that this is gambling gods. The Ten of Pentacles is gambling. And so this is confirming that there is like gambling gods in this energy, a whole community that gambles or gambled with this Empress's life. Like I heard livestock, like animals. Maybe somebody on a farm, something about livestock is going to be very significant to this. This is a very interesting reading. I kind of like want to do a part 2 on this reading, but I'm gonna leave this right here, y'all. I'm up out of here, y'all. This is crazy. These people are crazy. Yeah, aggression energy is what I'm looking at. There's something here about a missing person that's going to be connected to whatever this is as well. There's somebody here being gone missing. Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck is confirming what I said. This is group participation. Everybody is collaborating on something here that is suspiciously happening to this Empress energy, but they all contributed to why the Empress is not returning. The sweet, it's not that the Empress is not the Empress. The Empress is no longer sweet anymore. The way the Empress used to be sweet in the Queen of Cups energy, they're no longer being sweet in the energy anymore. Kind of like everybody is dead to them. If they deaded this Empress energy, the Empress feels the same way. Why should I continue to be the nice girl or something to individuals? Why should I continue to be the nice person in the situation? When everybody collaborated to shun the Empress in the judgment, that's stoning. We were allowed to do whatever this is to the Empress energy. We're allowed to do whatever we want to whoever this Empress energy is. Okay, this is kind of like a weird ass behind the scenes judicial system, because judicial is here and the justice and adjudication and the King of Swords and the official person is officials here, but it's kind of like they're hiding what it is that they're actually doing from the forefront energy to this Empress. What else? Let me see how this Empress is feeling. I understand. I definitely understand. What is the Empress energy? Judgment. Judgment is here on the Empress energy. The Empress here, there's an awakening. And the Empress, okay? There is some sort of criticism that's going on. The Empress is judging everything or everyone in a situation with that judgment energy because the Empress was judged. And so the feeling is what I asked. This is the Empress feeling judged. The Empress was judged. And this is the awakening to the Empress being judged, but the Empress is also aware of the redemption energy because this is reincarnation and rebirth. This is mistake and an error energy. So the Empress is aware and picking up on mistakes were made and the shunning that was done, but also a judgment that was made. This is a judgment that was made where they were quick to judge this person. So the Empress knows that people were quick to judge this person, but also publicly moon energy shun this is humiliation. And so whatever these, I heard rituals, whatever they're doing to the Empress, which is causing this energy, ritual is something like they drink their coffee. They do this every single day to this Empress energy. The movement, the chariot, the Ace of Cups, the assaulting energy. They do this to the Empress every single day. Okay, so Marie, why was you out there messing with that car? Get out the camera. Stay right there. Because what was you doing? Stay back there. Stop. What was you doing?
I tried to climb.
Stop it. What was you doing?
I tried to climb.
Get out the camera. Stay right there.
I'm sorry.
Get out of the camera. What was you doing?
I tried to climb. I'm sorry, Mom.
Get, stop. Okay? Cut it out.
I
gotta go. Cut it out. Because you shouldn't have been climbing on the car.
I
don't know. What were you out there thinking?
I don't.
Okay, go back in the room. Go ahead.
I'm so.
No.
I'm so sorry, Bob.
No. Bye-bye.